bluish violet light. The light's everywhere. It almost looks like the sky.
Good. Acclimate yourself to this place. Does this place feel familiar to you?
Yes.
Tell me about it. Where are you?
I'm outside. There's trees.
Yes.
And there's like dusk or dawn. I think it's dusk. It's getting darker. The sky's purple.
And notice your body there. Is it the same body you have now?
No, I don't feel a body.
So if you don't have a body there, you could move about very freely.
Yes.
Go ahead and discover what this place is. Explore. The more you talk, the more you'll experience.
There's trees, there's woods. It's almost marshy, there's water.
Yes.
Like a clearing area. Well, the tree tops are bushy, but the trees aren't very big.
And feel the temperature in this place.
I can feel heat, but like it's cool from the earth up.
Very good. So listen carefully. I'm going to count from 3 back to 1, but this time we're going to go back to when all this began. Before you saw the flash, before everything happened. But this time you will experience it in detail and feel everything. 3, 2, and 1. How does this all begin?
I see a tower, it's lit up. There's lights in it. It's tall. It's rings. It seems like everywhere here is night all the time. Or just blue, purple hue everywhere. Just looking up at the tower. I've got to go in, but I'm anxious.
What is that tower?
My home? I don't see anything.
I want you to feel it and know it. Don't try to see anything. Just know.
My home, but it doesn't feel like home.
What happens next?
I just feel sad and anxious. I don't know why.
Keep following that emotion. Follow it and see where it takes you.
Hear male talking. They're deciding things. I don't like what they're deciding.
What is the decision?
I don't understand it. And it involves all of us.
It involves all of you?
All of us.
Is that the whole planet?
I think yes. Not most of it. I don't know who. It's like they're making a deal, but I don't know who with. And it doesn't feel right.
Tell me more.
Something's just not right, and I don't know what it is.
And these people that are making a deal, how are they related to you?
I don't know.
What happens next? Advance a little bit more.
I feel so far away from it. I can't understand what's going on. No one's talking to me. I'm not included. Don't listen. Something isn't right here, and I don't know what it is.
Advance a little bit more to where you know what's happening. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, it's been done. 1, 2, and 3.
Do they know that they gave them our planet? Did they know that's what they were doing? Did they to it knowing?
What's happening around you?
Chaos.
Tell me about that.
There's people running around in panic. I don't really know what's going on.
Feel it.
I'm afraid it's not right. What's happening?
What's causing this chaos?
Invasion.
Who has invaded your planet?
I don't know what to call them. I've never seen them before.
What do they look like?
I don't know. I'm not a person they would meet with.
So I want you to allow your soul to see it. Take your soul to one of those ships. What do they look like?
I'm getting so many feelings. I just want to center.
Go ahead and put a bubble of light around you and go inside that ship.
It's almost humanoid, but different. And when you blow on a fire, what the embers look like, it's energy.
Yes. Is their skin humanoid?
No. I can't tell if it's rough or if it's just the texture of the energy moving.
And you'll be able to see what their intentions are. You'll be able to feel. What are their intentions for that planet of yours?
They're going to take all the resources from it. So take it over.
What plans do they have for the people?
Brought to heal or destroyed.
Okay.
Controlled or destroyed.
Okay.
The texture of the skin is fascinating.
What is it like?
It's bumpy. I get the sense of armor-like, whether it's scales or rocky type of a texture. There's almost a flakiness to it.
Yes. What does their head or face look like?
It's humanoid shaped, but it's the energy coming off of the top of from like waist area up is just kind of hides the real form. It almost looks like fire, like flames, but it's not.
Very powerful.
Very powerful. There's no heat to it. It's cold.
Okay. Is there any other information you need while you're there?
Something about the light.
Tap into it now. What do you need to know about the light?
That's the weapon.
They're using the light as a weapon?
No. It's our weapon.
Ah, okay.
I don't want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
There's a better way. Why?
So now that you have that information, that the light is your weapon, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be back on your planet once again in that chaos right before the last moment of your life. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
Relaxing by the water, thinking about my day. Just trying to understand. I don't always understand what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I just know something's wrong.
Yes.
I don't listen. So I'm too little.
Mm-hmm.
His brother? And I don't know about these things, so it shouldn't concern me.
Mm-hmm.
Just the not knowing just consumes my day and night. Something's not right. Don't listen. They're lying.
What happens next?
And I was told to go. Shouldn't concern myself with these matters.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out in the woods, in the water. And sulk and cry. I don't know what's going to happen. But I don't feel well.
What do you sense?
Death. Everywhere. I could feel everything dying. Trees. People.
Mm-hmm.
Plants.
What's happening to you?
Breeze. Feel it on my fur.
Mm-hmm.
My ships. Feels like hundreds of them.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more like 30 or 40.
Are they on the planet or above you?
They're above me, they're flying, they're moving.
Mm-hmm.
Decent speed, but not very fast.
Mm-hmm.
I hear thunder. Flashes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a storm. They're attacking.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening. Why are they attacking? I thought they got what they wanted. I don't know what happened. So I run towards the tower. There's just a white flash.
What happens once you see that white flash?
I was looking down. Destruction.
What do you feel in your body?
I don't feel a body.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice what has happened to your body at that moment when you felt or heard the thunder and saw the flashes.
It's dust. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly just not there.
Mm-hmm.
I get a sense of dissolving.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to do something for me. I want you to find that dust in which you were pulverized. And I want you to put that dust together again. And recreate your body. Tell me when you're done.
Done.
Very good. Now I want you to go to those that wouldn't listen to you. And I want you to speak your mind to them. Tell them exactly how you feel. Don't hold back.
They're lying to you. Why can't you see their heart? They don't care about anyone.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to tell them that because of how they felt, they took away all of your power. They took away all of your beauty and all of the sense of who you were. And that you want all of that power back. You want to know.
It didn't matter that I didn't know those things.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to.
Give me back my power.
Give me back my power.
Take it. Breathe it in. Bringing back all that beauty, all that sense of who you truly are, all that peace. And now that you have your power back, I want you to look within your own soul and see if there's anything left there that they planted in within you that may have marred that beauty, that may have been a seed that they put in there of fear, of anxiousness.
Anger.
Mm-hmm. Where do you hold that? Where is that anger?
My solar plexus.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to go ahead and begin to pull out all of that anger that doesn't belong to you. Pull it all out. That doesn't belong to you, belongs to them. Take that anger out. And now with that, I want you to find it within you to forgive yourself for holding on to this anger for so long. Can you forgive yourself?
Yes.
Yes. So I want you to take your soul and take it into the light, knowing that with the death of that body, that experience is now over. And as you take that soul into the light, I want you to think about what the purpose was of that lifetime. What did you learn?
Speak up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Speak up for those that don't have a voice.
Mm-hmm.
The voice isn't strong enough yet.
Yes. So now let's close that scene and allow your soul to take you to that time in which you felt a slip. Something was different. Crossing that border. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And this time, those memories will come back. 1. Remembering. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Where are you?
I don't know. I'm groggy.
Mm-hmm.
It's yellow and orange.
What is yellow and orange?
My eyes are fuzzy. I don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a sense of light. It's weird. I can feel it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not just, like it's not like a sensation of heat, but there's something about it that's palpable. I feel it as a opposed to air.
So allow your soul to see. Just take a deep breath in and see where you are.
I'm in a room.
Mm-hmm.
It's rounded. It's metal. The floor's cold.
Yes. Look at yourself there. What do you look like there?
Oh, I'm human.
Mm-hmm. How are you dressed?
Some weird jumpsuit thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very tight, but it fits.
Mm-hmm. Look at your feet.
Barefoot.
Mm-hmm.
My hair's braided, though.
Yes. Why are you in this round metal room?
I don't know. How'd I get here?
Mm-hmm.
It's cold.
Yes. Is there anyone in there with you?
No. I feel like I'm being watched.
Mm-hmm. Who do you imagine would be watching you in this place?
I don't know.
What do you sense?
People, but I've been wrong before.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
And the door opens and a man walks in. He's in a uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really tell if it's gray or green.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me if I know why I'm there. I just start laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I ever anywhere?
Yes.
It's not very happy with that answer. It's very annoyed.
Do you feel you've been here before?
It doesn't matter. I'm just dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
This one should be fun.
Yes. What happens next?
It's asking me questions. Why are you here? This feels different. And I tell him, why don't, since you seem so apt to tell me, why don't you tell me why I'm here? Oh, he doesn't like me one bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what he's asking me. This is the weirdest dream ever.
What happens
He
next?
just storms out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there for a while. I don't think I'm dreaming. Where am I?
Move forward a little bit more.
I'm on a bridge. It feels like it's dome shaped.
Mm-hmm.
I can see out a window. It's weird. Everything's orange,
Mm-hmm.
but like gray.
What does the terrain look like?
It's rocks and sand
Yes.
as far as the eye can see.
Mm-hmm.
Mountains in the distance.
But you're within this dome?
I'm within the dome.
Yes.
And he's talking to me. He's explaining that this will be my station. And I don't really know what I'm looking at. And I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking entirely way too much. I do that when I'm nervous.
Mm-hmm. Does he say something about that? How you talk too much?
No. I get the general sense he's kind of ignoring me, though.
Mm-hmm.
He walks out the door, and I go to follow him, and I hold my breath.
Why is that?
I'm outside. There's no air.
What is this place?
He won't let me go down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Start freaking out. Try to move past him. He won't let me move past him to go down the stairs. But he just looks at me. Like, really looks at me. And I just told me to breathe. So weird.
What happens next?
I take a breath. I can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to be able to breathe out here.
Have you been told you can't breathe out there?
Well, no. Not by anyone here.
Mm-hmm.
You can breathe it. I guess it's just different.
Yes.
It tastes different in my mouth.
What does it taste like?
It's thin.
Mm-hmm.
It's thin. And when I look up, I don't see the little things I normally see home.
Mm-hmm.
Like the little auras, the little organisms floating around in the air. It's nothing like that. It's empty. Almost a sweetness flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
Which there's nothing out there. What would be sweet? But it feels sweet on my tongue.
Mm-hmm. So he's told you that this will be your station. What is your responsibility here?
So I'm running something.
Advance the moment in which you are doing your job there.
So I'm working with electricity.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
So spires? It's a generator of some sort.
Mm-hmm. Do you run that generator?
I do.
Have you been trained to do this?
No,
How is it that you know how to run this generator?
I just do.
Okay.
It's very simple. It pulls the electricity from the air.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta be able to feel and know when to move the things, work I don't understand. I can feel the equipment.
Okay. Does the equipment have some sort of intelligence?
All electricity has intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
Everything has intelligence. Everything's consciousness.
Mm-hmm. How do you tap into that intelligence?
It's me.
Mm-hmm.
We're one and the same.
Yes.
I tap into it just like I can tap into anything else, understanding that it's me and knowing who and what I am as that thing. It's like seeing myself as a third party even though I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Are you the only one who works?
Oh no.
How many are with you?
Two supervisors.
Mm-hmm.
The man who doesn't like me very much. I don't know. He doesn't seem to like me very much. He gets very annoyed with me.
What do you imagine that is?
not subordinate.
Mm-hmm.
I cause mischief.
In what way?
I joke and laugh, and
That's not allowed there?
causes other people to get distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Takes the focus off.
Yes.
Control. I love it here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy to be doing this and learning this and take it back to my people. There's a bunch of us up there.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to close that scene and go to the place in which you live on this place after you finish your job. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. You'll be in your quarters. 1, 2, and 3. Where do you sleep?
It's small, slightly bigger than a cot-sized bed.
Mm-hmm.
I've got extra blankets. I'm not supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Is it cold there?
No, I just like the extra blanket.
Mm-hmm. Do you sleep by yourself, or are there others that also sleep in that same room?
Oh, I'm by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the others sleep with other people. I don't know that I've seen anybody else's quarters. I'm just here and then I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
With people on the bridge.
Is there anything else inside of that room besides that cot?
There's a table.
Mm-hmm.
There's some books.
What kind of books are there?
Engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Engineering books. Circuitry. Mathematical things.
Yes.
Stuff I don't get to play with too much back home anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he believed me when I told him I'm an artist.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you told him? That you were an artist?
That's what I am back home.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't believe me either that I'm a scientist. The people who know me as an artist, or that I'm an artist to people who know me as a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like very two separate worlds. And this wouldn't be any different. I'm literally on another world.
Mm-hmm. So let's find out more about your day-to-day things. I'd like for you to go to a moment in which you're having a meal in this place. Where do you go to eat a meal?
I don't know.
How do you nourish your body?
I feel like there's camaraderie with other people around a meal, but it's so far away.
Mm-hmm.
That it feels like a dream.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to go to the last day in which you are in this place and how you are being prepared to go back.
It's bittersweet.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed my time so much.
How much time has gone by?
I don't really know.
You don't keep track?
No.
No.
A long time. I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if time moves the same here as it does home.
So how are you prepared to be taken back home?
It's just time to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's time now.
Do you go to a certain place?
I'm so excited that I get to take all of this knowledge home with me.
Mm-hmm.
How the electricity works.
Yes.
So walking down a hallway, there's a bunch of them. It's the same man again. So we've become friends.
Mm-hmm. What does he tell you?
He doesn't really say anything. It's not really... I'm the one who does all the talking.
Yes.
Always. He just listens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to go home.
Is it your choice to go home or theirs?
Oh, I can't stay any longer.
Why is that?
I don't really understand. They didn't tell me exactly. They didn't tell me.
Yes.
But it does something to the mind.
Okay. Is there a limit to the amount of time you could be there?
Yes.
So what is that limit? Do you know it?
No.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next?
He takes me into a room. There's a man there. He's older.
Mm-hmm.
Like a doctor. I'm so excited to go home. It's hard to... I'm not going to be able to remember.
Why is that?
I don't know. They won't tell me.
I want you to notice what they use so that you cannot remember.
I remember a needle. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to remember.
So I want you to remember that in a previous lifetime, you remembered that it was the light that protected you. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So I want you to use that light to change the substance of the inside of that needle. I want you to call in that light and neutralize what's in that needle. Knowing that you can communicate with everything. And notice the substance just turning into saline. What happens next?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the plans, the copper spires.
Mm-hmm.
They're already on buildings.
Yes.
Where's the generator?
What are they used for?
Energy, mass amounts of energy.
Mm-hmm. Where are they?
What?
Are they in the room with you or outside?
Outside.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
What do you mean next?
Mm-hmm. What happens after that saline is injected?
I wake up.
Mm-hmm. Notice where you wake up.
My bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm home.
Mm-hmm. And now you'll remember.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it.
Copper spires with almost like flower pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not all straight. There's curves too.
Mm-hmm. And they bring in the electricity?
Yeah, they collect it out of the air.
Yes.
Move it into... They're not batteries. It's not really a generator either. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of a hybrid between the two.
Yes. And what are they used to power?
This is mining.
Mm-hmm.
As I only ever saw the bridge and where I stayed that I can recall. Maybe a cafeteria, very few people.
Yes.
I could feel other things around me, but there was a lot of interference. I couldn't really tell how many.
Was that interference on purpose?
Oh, I don't know. I just assumed it was from the generator. Because it's the shiniest spark usually gets my attention.
Is there anything else that you need to recall from that time in service that would you like to find now? Everything is wide open.
Why me?
So I want you to just repeat that.
Why me?
And as you repeat it, you will go to the origin of when you were chosen. Keep saying it.
Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me?
How far back are you going? How old are you there?
I don't know where I am.
How old is your body there?
Midlife? Beard is itchy.
Your beard is itchy? Where are you?
I don't know.
Look around you. What does it look like?
Stone.
Mm-hmm.
It's wet and cold.
Mm-hmm. Look at your body. What do you look like?
Oh man.
Do you have any
Wait.
any clothing on?
What am I looking at?
If you do, even if you think you're making it up, what are you looking at?
Why am I always having a problem sensing a body?
Mm-hmm. Just move around in it. Look out through the eyes of that body. What do you notice?
Nothing.
Nothing.
This, I feel a lot. I feel many.
What does that mean?
There's no sense of me, there's many.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sense of many. No point to focus on. Nothing to feel.
So the original question was, why me? What is it that your soul wanted to experience?
Helping.
Mm-hmm. How does your soul help? By experiencing different lifetimes within one lifetime.
Be able to speak with many.
Mm-hmm.
From their eyes.
Okay. Is that why you feel that you're looking out and feeling many at one time?
I don't know.
Okay. So let's do something. I'd like to ask, when was it that this decision was made that Tiffany experience a different life within her own lifetime? Did she make this decision?
No.
Who made this decision for her?
I don't know.
So I'd like for you to just look through that veil of forgetfulness. And I want you to hone in on how old she was the first time that she was chosen to have these experiences.
5.
What was happening when she was 5?
She was traveling.
Mm-hmm. Who was she traveling with?
She was astral traveling.
Astral traveling, okay. And what happened during that astral travel?
She found a house.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
She didn't go inside. She walked around it.
Yes?
Saw people coming in and out. It's very strange.
Yes?
She wouldn't go inside. She walked away.
Did she make a decision at that time, or did someone else make that decision?
There are never children here. How did she get here?
Mm-hmm.
She's just a child. Why wouldn't she go inside?
Who were the ones that noticed her there?
It's male energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it is the house.
Mm-hmm. The house to what?
I don't know. I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care to understand it.
What do you sense from that house?
It's not right.
Mm-hmm. So what happened to the destiny of this child moving forward, being that she went to this place? Was there a decision that was made about her soul?
We want it.
Mm-hmm. Who wants it?
I get the sensation of snakes.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no... I don't get... It's like an essence. There's no real connection to a body.
Mm-hmm. So this essence, did it travel back with her?
I'm getting to the point where I really have to be.
All right.
It's getting distracting.
All right, so I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And I want you to just know where you are in this point. When I get to number 3, you'll open your eyes. You'll remain in this beautiful state. And when you get back, you'll go even deeper, being able to feel and sense even more. 1, 2, and 3. Eyes open. I want you to go back to see if those snakes followed you.
No.
No.
I went back.
Mm-hmm.
I would find myself here often.
Where in that house?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the house. To start with, I wouldn't go inside.
Mm-hmm.
It was quiet in the woods.
Yes.
I'm just looking the windows.
What's inside?
There's a room that looks like it should have a pool in it. It's got glass all around it, and people are just sitting there. So many people. Like fuzzy bleachers.
Mm-hmm. What do those people look like?
It's adults.
Mm-hmm.
It's all sorts. The room's dark, even though I can see in. And there's lights.
These people that are in there.
Are in a trance.
Mm-hmm.
Staring into nothing.
Are
so
these
weird?
Are these lost souls?
I don't know. I don't feel anything. Like they're... Like they are not there.
Mm-hmm. Are they waiting for something?
No. They're food.
Mm-hmm. Who feeds off of them?
Snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't they moving?
So I'd like for you to use your mind connect with them. Why is it that they're there? What has happened to them?
They don't know that they're there.
Mm-hmm. Do they have a body somewhere else?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So notice what their body is going through.
Oh. Fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Forgetfulness. Brain fog.
Yes.
Dis-ease.
What has caused it?
They're not in their bodies.
Okay.
Some of them are here.
Mm-hmm. Are their bodies alive somewhere else?
Some,
Mm-hmm.
not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
So you know that you're there for a reason. And you said before that you are here to help. What is it that you're there doing for those souls?
I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I tried. I went inside.
Mm-hmm.
There were people there
Yes.
handing out food. There were so many people on the inside. It was so loud.
Yes.
It was so quiet on the outside.
So let's try something. You know already that the only thing that protects you, that helps you, is that light. I want you to go ahead and shine that light in that room and see what happens to these souls.
They're gone.
Mm-hmm. What happens to the snakes?
I don't feel them. The connection was severed long ago.
Mm-hmm.
For my protection.
Very good. So now we're going to ride those same words that you used before. Why me? I want you to go back once again and find out why it was that you came here to experience these things. Go ahead and say it again.
Why me? 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 Why me?
Where does it take you?
Why me?
Where are you now?
Nowhere. Where would I be?
Go back to that deja vu. Deja vu of Montauk.
Amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what they're playing with. Find it amusing most days.
Mm-hmm.
Play along like I'm dumb.
How old are you there?
I feel like a teenager, but maybe not quite.
Mm-hmm. A preteen?
I think so.
Yes.
I don't feel like a teenager, and I don't feel younger than that.
Mm-hmm. And what is it that you do there?
Train.
Mm-hmm. You train them?
They test us.
Mm-hmm.
I learn stuff every now and again.
Yes. What is it that you train them to do?
How to use their consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
How to move things. How to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to notice if you're the same, you have the same body as you have now as Tiffany.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like my hair in braids like this.
Mm-hmm.
How does it always end up in braids like this when I'm here?
Who takes you there?
I'm just here.
Mm-hmm. Go back a little bit further to see how it is that you got to be to this place. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And let's see how you got to be assigned to train. 3, 2, and 1.
Blood.
Mm-hmm. Whose blood?
Mine.
What is it about this blood?
Special.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
It's electric.
The blood is electric?
Conducts electricity easily.
Mm-hmm.
Moves easily through things.
Yes. How old are you when you discovered this?
3.
Mm-hmm.
I tested my blood. I cried. It hurt.
Mm-hmm. Who was testing your blood?
So it's the doctor
Mm-hmm.
on base.
Yes.
He used like an X-Acto knife blade. It wasn't like to cut my finger.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him do it to my brother.
Does he have the same blood?
No.
Why were you being tested?
I don't know.
So what happened next?
The nightmares.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about those nightmares. Where were you going?
It wasn't where I was going. It's who would show up.
Who shows up for you?
It's dark. Dark. I can't see the face.
Mm-hmm.
Smoky black. It's just like an outline and no
Mm-hmm.
features.
What does this dark being do to you?
It wants me to be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
It wants me. It wants to hurt me. It wants me afraid.
What does this being get out of you being afraid?
Nourishment.
Mm-hmm. Notice how that's affecting you as it's taking the nourishment of this child.
I'm tired all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't feel parts of my body.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Does this being do something for you to do that? Notice how your body reacts when this being is there.
hair.
Mm-hmm.
There's no escape.
Mm-hmm.
I have to stop it. Somebody has to stop it.
How do you stop it?
Tell it no.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to stop it once you know how.
Yes. So go to
But
the moment.
I didn't know.
Go to the moment when you find out how to stop it. What do you do?
I put my hands on my eyelids and try to pry them open.
Mm-hmm.
And they won't go. And they just pop open. I did it. I got out.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So I want you to notice all of those times that this being has hurt you, has scared you. I want you to notice if there's any little pieces of you that have been shattered. Any pieces of Tiffany that have run away and hidden.
No.
No. Very good. Very good. So with that, I'd like for you to close the scene and move forward to the moment in time in which you first went to train. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
I'm on a boat.
Mm-hmm. What kind of boat is that?
I don't know. Everything seems green.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there? Mm-hmm. Who are you with?
I don't know them. There's kids of various ages, boys, girls.
Yes.
It's like 15 of us.
Where are you being taken?
I don't know. Water's calm though.
Yes.
Not much wake. Not that far from shore.
What happens next?
The beach.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just goes in like it's camp.
Mm-hmm. What is this place?
Certainly doesn't look like camp.
What does it look like?
It's pleasant looking.
Mm-hmm.
Wooden buildings. 1 story. Is there one on the back with 2 with a balcony?
Mm-hmm.
It's not very big. It's kind of tucked into cliffs, like there's a hill behind it, like a mountain. It's kind of covered and tucked in, and there's trees up there.
Do they tell you where you are?
No.
What happens next?
Let's go to our bunks. Don't really have a bunch of stuff. Meet the other kids. Nobody seems to know why we're here, really. Well, it's like they think it's camp.
Mm-hmm. What do you feel?
Well, there's always something going on.
Mm-hmm.
Learned that a long time ago.
Have you been to this place before?
No. Well, this is really close to the water. It's like a beach area, small.
Advance forward to where you know what the reason is that you're there.
I'm in a room.
What's inside of this room?
There's 5 of us standing there in a line.
Mm-hmm.
2 people in front. I just kind of snap out of it. I'm looking around and where am I?
What is this room for?
If I didn't know better, I'd think it was an interrogation room.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's just standing there. I know these people.
How do you know them?
I've traveled with them before.
The adults or the
No.
children?
Well, the children I've traveled with before.
Yes.
I know the adults. I'm not supposed to recognize them or the children. They're not children now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to recognize them.
Why is that?
I'm supposed to forget.
Mm-hmm. And what would happen if you remember?
I don't know, but it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I've seen anyone who did. They're not there. They're just staring off into space. They're in some sort of daze.
Mm-hmm.
Do they not recognize these people?
So just take a deep breath, feeling safe to remember.
It's a mission. They wanted us to do something.
Mm-hmm. What is this mission?
I don't know. I snapped out of it. Supposed to go somewhere.
Just take another deep breath. Feel that safe feeling. What is this mission they're preparing you for?
It's a protection detail.
Mm-hmm. What is it that you're meant to protect?
Base.
Where is this base?
It's Antarctica.
Mm-hmm. What is it on this base in Antarctica that you need to protect?
From people seeing in.
Mm-hmm. So what is it that you're being trained to do so others cannot see in?
bubble.
You create a bubble?
Create a bubble and monitor any movement in the barrier. Anyone trying to see in.
Yes.
Must be located.
And what happens once they're located?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
So how long do you need to train before you're sent to Antarctica?
It depends on what you need to be trained on.
What is your specialty?
I can see. I can see any movement in the field.
Yes.
But I'm not controllable. How did they trick me into being controlled?
Go to that moment now. Jump to that moment when you are finally being controlled. What has happened?
Oh, I think I'm asleep. I don't think it's real.
How do you know that for sure?
Feels like a game. This isn't a game.
And who is controlling that game that takes you in and out of sleep?
I don't know. It's like I know where to go. And then there's an officer there. I don't know who's controlling it.
So go ahead and go back to sleep once again and see what your mission is. Where do you go on your mission?
I don't go anywhere. I can be anywhere.
So with that awareness that you can be anywhere, what is the purpose of Tiffany's life right now? What is she meant to do?
Lead.
In what way?
Out of chaos.
She has met with some chaos in her life.
Yes.
Was she preparing for this leadership role?
Yes.
So what type of chaos is ahead of her that she will be leading?
It's the emotional chaos.
Is there something in her future that she's being prepared for?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
heart of the world. Harmony. Vibrations come into balance.
Mm-hmm.
There's an understanding of the necessity of how energy works,
Yes.
how consciousness works, what reality is. Who we are not.
Will she be using that understanding to help others?
Yes.
So she has been in and out of different, almost lifetimes within this lifetime. In this game that we call life. Is that preparing her for this?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So for her to understand a little bit more about, is she awake or is she asleep? What do you tell her about that?
It's irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Awake, asleep, it's all the same thing.
Okay.
Focal points of consciousness and having the strength behind that is what's important.
So today she has seen herself in different points of focus. What would you like to tell her about that, now that she understands that she has lived all of this, either awake or asleep?
Keep going. You will have to speak up at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot just be the energy of it. You must also be the action of it. In deliverance, not just in practice.
And what was the purpose that she was brought here to this session? What did she need to learn or know about herself?
That it's time.
It's time.
It's time to move forward and come out of hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Safe.
Will she be able to help others who have also gone through this experience?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So it's time to do that now.
Yes.
Very good. Is there anything else that you would like to tell her or to tell me before we end this?
No.
No. Very good. Thank you very much. And with that, I'd like for you to go ahead and disconnect from all of those energies, all of those lifetimes, all of those dreams, all of those moments in time, and begin your focus back into this body. And I'm going to count from 1 to 5. With each number, you'll be waking up more and more. When I get to number 5, you'll open your eyes with complete control of your mind and your body. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Hi. Well, that was fun.
Wow,
Right?
amazing. Did that crack open a lot of stuff for you?
I think what was more fascinating was that it felt like it took a lot more work to get that I thought it would to get into where some there's literally nothing here. There's no bodies, there's no emotions, there's the wood. Let's keep going. Sinking deeper.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Tiffany, that was some long session.
Didn't feel that long to me at all.
So
no.
I have almost more questions than when we went in.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Okay.
Game on.
Well, when I first started talking to Tiffany, she had told me that you knew that she had done 2 20 and back programs.
Yeah. Which suddenly the remembrance of it came on me while I was driving
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it just, the memory came on and I was just in tears while driving.
Can you tell everybody what you believe the 20 and back program is?
I don't know exactly. I know what I was doing. It was dealing with electricity to deal with some systems that are going on, whether it be something underground.
Yeah.
I was not underground, nor was I ever allowed to go underground or really leave the little bubble I was in. It was pretty much work, eat, hang out kind of a thing, where we were dealing with electricity, harnessing electricity out of the air into generators and pumping it down to what I would assume would be extraordinarily large equipment that was underground.
In Mars.
In Mars, absolutely.
So what happens is that at one point in your life, you are taken from the Earth. You're taken to Mars. You go through your whole 20 years of service there, and then you are brought back to the same point in which you were taken. So most people don't remember that they even had this service. So
no, like when I woke up, you know, when dreams fade, it's kind of slowly, but you know, it takes only a couple of seconds in the morning. This felt artificial and faster, and it just retreated because I was trying so hard to even hold on to it. I don't even know if the idea of holding on to something so hard made it go faster. No idea.
And so this was what it was all about. And of course, and another thing that we also went into is Montauk. That experience was you were watching a documentary about Montauk.
So my friends, we were all sitting around and they were sick of playing video games and decided, we're going to watch this and put it on. And we didn't get too far into it before, like even just the gate scene of the guy at the gate showing the building and it looking all decrepit. And I'm like, what are we watching? Where is that?
So you had been there before.
I had been there before, and I had started describing, and they're telling me I'm so full of it, right? They're like, "You shut up! You're just messing with us. Shut up!" And I'm like, I paused it and was like, "Look, he's going to turn the corner here. You're going to see this, 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 and this. It's going to look like this, this, and this."
Yeah.
And we hit on pause, and lo and behold, that's exactly what. And they're just like, "Stop it! You've seen this before." I've never seen this before. So
there's a lot of things that we have pulled out that obviously you need to
look at further.
Yeah. So today was kind of like just cracking open some stuff.
A little bit. Felt like that too.
Do you feel that you got something worthwhile out of this session?
Yes.
Okay,
I really do.
Tell everybody what you feel.
Well, I certainly feel lighter. There was some family stuff that we went through that I think
it's been edited out, so you won't see it.
Hugely brought a part of connection and more of a centeredness and an understanding with myself and a relief of sorts. I think, even though that part was edited out, I think that part, because to be fair, that was a bit of the unknown. There was a little bit of bits and pieces of knowing of the other things and wanting to delve into it, that was completely unknown. So for me, that was the biggest part I took out of that. But really being able to have a sense of what exactly I was doing on Mars, besides it just being something very technical and sciencey, or all I know is I had a sense of wearing a white lab coat, even though that's not what I was wearing. But
it was more like a jumpsuit type.
It was like a jumpsuit, kind of like uniformy, but like a jacket and pants.
And then we had that first lifetime that you were kind of pulverized.
That was interesting.
I've had a lifetime like that, so
have you?
I knew what was coming.
It was interesting.
I've been pulverized too from those suckers up there.
It was interesting to experience that through the hypnosis, in the moment that it happened, and just kind of, I'm like, I kind of feel like oil and water dissolving. It was a little,
Yeah. Interesting.
really interesting sensation.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say pleasant, but certainly interesting.
So Tiffany has stayed over here. So tell everybody what it feels like to stay in the cabin in the land here.
Wonderful. I love big old oak trees, very specifically old oak trees. We're homies, and there are so many here. It's beautiful. Yes, the energy is really intense here, but in just such a pleasant way. Like being like the second I stepped foot on, I was immediately just like and relaxed and wonderful. And for me, the busyness of it in kind of an energetic nature was just so wonderful and refreshing, because I live in the middle of nowhere in the woods that hasn't had a lot of people on it or a lot of activity. So it's busy in a tree sense, not busy in all of the things moving. It's a little more stagnant, but where it's supposed to be, kind of a thing. So it was just kind of nice to feel. It's kind of like spiritually being in the spiritual country and being in the spiritual city a little bit, in kind of a concept.
It definitely has a different energy here. It's a welcoming energy.
It does. And speaking with the electricity thing, I have to bring this up. So this morning when I went out onto the dock to go watch the sunrise and drink my tea and kind of hang out and write and different things, I checked for the frogs. And after you told me, be careful when you open the umbrella, frogs may fall out. The first thing I wanted to do was be underneath the umbrella when I opened it to see if I'd catch any frogs. Didn't happen. But while I was sitting there, and you shake out the cushions, and I was sitting there for a while, and I started congregating ants everywhere. Everywhere.
Wow.
All over me. I got up, I brushed myself off, shook out all of the cushions, got them all off of there, looked around the chair, free, sat back down, and lo and behold, 10 minutes later, I am covered in ants again. So I had been told about little red ants in like Hawaii that are attracted to electricity.
Look at that.
That will congregate around electrical boxes or within vehicles around the battery or different things if you leave it too long. And I innately, that's what I thought about when all of a sudden I've got ants.
You've got a vortex around you, electrical vortex. So this was a very interesting session. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely different than what I usually am doing now, but I think very much needed.
Thank you. I think so too. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alba.
And if you'd like a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com. You need to subscribe to my newsletter. It comes out once a month. And if there's a cancellation,
that's how I got here.
That's how she got here. She just plugged in during a cancellation. You could get a session with me. I only do sessions or appointments 1 month in advance, so they're really fast.
You do go really fast.
So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Much love to you. Bye.